Episode 30, The New Beginning. Anya and the Oku people face an uncertain future, but with hope and determination, they work towards rebuilding and reimagining their world. The world was in flux. The cataclysmic changes wrought by the rainforest's transformation had reshaped the planet, leaving behind a landscape both scarred and hopeful. Anya and her team, along with the Oku people, stood at the precipice of a new era, a time of both immense challenge and extraordinary opportunity. The rainforest, once a focal point of global attention, was now a place of pilgrimage. People from all walks of life came to witness the miracle of rebirth, to connect with the heart-shaped tree, and to seek guidance from the Oku people. The once isolated community had become a global beacon of hope. Yet the challenges were immense. The planet was still healing, its ecosystem struggling to find balance. Extreme weather events, though less frequent, were still a threat, and the human psyche, scarred by fear and uncertainty, was slow to adapt. Anya and her team, along with the Oku elders, established the Global Renewal Initiative. Their goal was to guide humanity through this period of transition, to help people understand and embrace the changes taking place. They focused on education, creating a new curriculum that emphasized environmental stewardship, ecological literacy, and spiritual connection. But there were those who resisted the change. Powerful corporations, driven by greed, sought to exploit the New World Order for their own gain. They developed technologies that promised to control nature, to bend it to their will. It was a battle for the soul of humanity, a conflict that would shape the world for generations to come. Anya and her team found themselves at the forefront of this struggle. They exposed the greed and corruption of these corporations, rallying public support for a more sustainable future. Their work was dangerous, but they were driven by a deep sense of purpose. In the heart of the rainforest, a new generation was emerging. Children born into this era of transformation possessed a unique connection to the natural world. They were intuitive, compassionate, and deeply in tune with the planet's rhythms. They were the hope for the future. Anya and her team worked closely with these young people, mentoring them, guiding them. They created schools and training programs, preparing them for the challenges ahead. These young leaders would be the ones to carry the torch, to ensure that the hard-won gains of the rainforest transformation were not lost. The journey ahead was long and arduous. The world was still healing, and the scars of the past would not disappear overnight. But Anya and her team were determined. They had faced impossible odds before, and they would do so again. The future was uncertain, but hope was a powerful force, a beacon in the darkness. The planet was in a state of flux, a delicate balance between creation and destruction. The rainforest, once a troubled ecosystem, was now a burgeoning force, reshaping the world in its image. Anya and her team stood at the forefront of this new era, guiding humanity towards a harmonious coexistence with nature. The concept of nations began to shift. As the world grew more interconnected, the lines between countries blurred. Regional alliances were formed, based on shared ecological values rather than geopolitical interests. The United Nations, transformed into a global environmental council, became the epicenter of international cooperation. A new currency, backed by ecological sustainability, emerged. It was a radical departure from the old economic systems, prioritizing the well-being of the planet over profit. Corporations, once driven by greed, began to adopt sustainable practices, recognizing that the health of the planet was directly linked to their own success. Education underwent a profound transformation. Schools became centers of ecological literacy, teaching children about the interconnectedness of all life. The curriculum was designed to foster empathy, creativity, and a deep respect for nature. Yet, challenges persisted. Climate change, though mitigated, was still a threat. New diseases emerged, born from the rapid shifts in the environment, and there were those who resisted the change, clinging to the old ways, seeking to exploit the New World Order for their own gain. Anya and her team remained vigilant. They were aware that the battle for a sustainable future was far from over. The heart-shaped tree, the catalyst for transformation, continued to be a source of both hope and guidance. Its energy, subtly influencing the planet's consciousness, was a constant reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. The world was changing, and it was up to humanity to shape that change. It would be a long and arduous journey, filled with setbacks and triumphs. But the foundation had been laid, a foundation built on respect for nature, cooperation, and a shared vision of a sustainable future. Anya looked to the horizon, a sense of peace and purpose filling her heart. The world was healing, and she was part of that healing process. The future was uncertain, but hope was a powerful force, a guiding light in the darkness.